Hello, how are you all doing? In this video, we're going to take a detailed look at how to solve linear equations using our Casio scientific calculator. In this case, I'm using the FX991CW model so that it will be much easier for you to see which buttons I'm pressing. I'm going to do the operations on the emulator, so let's get started. Look, I'm going to give you three equations: an easy one, a medium one, and one that's a bit more complicated, which will include fractions. So let's start with the simple one, which, as you can see, I've already solved beforehand. So we should get exactly the same result when we do it with the calculator. Let's get started. I'm going to press this little button that says Home first, then I'm going to move to the right and then down until we have it selected. The one that says Equation, we press OK, and once we're here, we go down to where it says Solver and press OK. Here it's already asking me to enter the equation, so let's do it. We're going to enter this first one, which is 4x plus 20 equals 0. 4x plus 20. And well, since it's equal to 0, we don't have to put the equals 0. But I want you to know that if it were equal, for example, to 3x or 2, or anything else that's not 0, we do have to put the equals sign, but in this case, I'm not going to put it, so you can see that it'll still give me the correct answer. So, once I've entered the equation, I click Execute, and it's telling me that x equals 0. This is not the answer. Be careful with that. This is a value that you're going to set as an initial value so it can start the calculation process. That is, so it can start iterating. So I'm going to put 0 again, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, because in the end, it might just take a little longer. If you enter a number that's way off, I'll just leave it at 0 since we're not supposed to know the answer, right? So once we enter 0, we click on Execute to save it, and then click on Execute again to do the calculation. As you can see, it's already telling me that x equals minus 5, and that's it, we're done. So we did the first exercise correctly, right? All right, let's continue. Let's move on to the next exercise. I'm going to erase, and again, let's erase so the equation goes away. I want you to notice that we're not leaving the menu we already chose. I mean, we're still in the part where it says to enter the equation. So let's put it in just like that. The next one is 3 open parentheses, and then it's 2a plus 1. To be able to enter the 2a plus 1, I put the 2 then. Pay attention. Here I press Shift, and then here on the 4. The reason is because the a is here, right next to the 4, and it's in a kind of silver color. So that's why I'm pressing Shift first, and then the 4 so I can get the a. Then we had plus 1, we closed the parenthesis, and now it says it's equal to 4 times a plus 5. To be able to type the equal sign, I'm going to press Shift, and then the parenthesis button, which is this one over here. And now I type 4 parenthesis a plus 5. We said that we press Shift 4. There, the a already appeared, and then plus 5 done, we close the parenthesis. When I hit Execute, it's going to ask me to enter a value, right? So again, I'm going to enter 0, I press Execute to save it, and then press Execute again, so it does the calculation. It's telling me that the solution is 8.5, just like we said, right? Well, it also shows up here, so that's it. Simple, right? Let's try one last one. See that this one is more complicated. Simply because it has fractions, we're going to do it the same way. So I'll enter the fraction first, and let's put 5c plus 3. So I enter 5, press Shift, and notice that now I press 6 to get the c. Now I have 5c plus 3. Then, since we have a 2 in the denominator, I'm going to move down with the arrow and enter 2. We move forward with the arrow, and we're going to enter the equals sign. So I press Shift and open parenthesis, and now the equals sign appears, right? Let's enter it again. Enter a fraction, and it will be on the right side. 3c minus 1, so I type 3, Shift C, and then minus 1 done. And in the denominator, we have a 3. That's it. We hit Execute. Again, we enter a 0 or any number we hit Execute, and then Execute again. It's already telling me that c equals minus 1.222, and it's always like that, right? And as you can see, well, in fact, we are getting the same result, and that's it. This way, we can use our Casio scientific calculator to solve linear equations. Let me know down in the comments if you already knew this trick. See you next time, take care, and be good. Bye-bye.